Holy Mary Business School, AICTE approved. India's 34th ranked best business school, ranking 2nd in Hyderabad, ranking 14th top business school in South India. HBS under the leadership of Management Guru Dev. Join HBS, start working after second semester. Generating skilled managers. Global Gurus at HBS. Now presenting Business Skill Series.
Reading about it and listening about it almost every day. How many of you are familiar with that word? Okay. Why do you think logistics has gained so much of importance? Earlier to these days, there was no specialization regarding logistics. You see, logistics is dictionary definition is planning and execution of any complicated task in a reasonably effective manner. That is what logistics is. In military operations, you have to transport troops, material, their food, their accommodation to borders or anywhere, wherever the battlefield is. And now we are also looking upon life itself as a battlefield because it has become so much competitive. We think every day we should go for a battle. While going to office or while going to a business trip or anywhere, we think it is a battle. Now, this going by this dictionary definition, even performing a train journey is a task in logistics. Is it not? You have to purchase a ticket, you have planned for your travel, you have to reach railway station or airport on time, and you have to be able to locate your seat or berth or bogie or train on the appropriate platform. For that you must have enough knowledge and preparation also. Many of them might have seen some of the people, they reach railway station without their tickets. Now that the problem is not there because our tickets are right inside our cell phones. Earlier to that, I know of many people who leave their tickets at home and go to railway station or airports and then again send somebody on a taxi or something to fetch them. These are all the problems which we face in logistics. As a matter of fact, there are some glaring instances where successful logistics managers are there, where there are glaring failures also. Can you recall any operation where logistics operation has been highly successful? You have to go much back into history. Can you remember? You have to go to Old Testament. Moses led his Jews across the Red Sea to Mount Sinai by means of his knowledge of logistics. And after the Jews crossed the Red Sea closed in, and the chasing army got drowned into the sea. That was a highly successful logistical operation. And very glaring failure is also there. Can you recall? Partition of India and Pakistan. Millions of people died while crossing over from Pakistan into India and from India towards Pakistan. That was a great tragedy. It was a disastrous planning of logistics. So what could have been done to avoid that? Now, because with the wisdom of hindsight, many people can say many things. You should have been done, that should have been done, this should have been done. But you have to plan in advance for that. You should be able to anticipate. That is what logistics means. You know, now there are books also with us. Because you are all MBA students, you must have seen that book, What They Don't Teach You at Harvard Business School. How many of you heard that book? You must have read that book, isn't it? By Mark McCormack. What They Don't Teach You at Harvard Business School. One of the best business schools in the world is supposed to be Harvard Business School, and there are things which they don't teach at Harvard also. That is what is called street smartness. To be a successful businessman, you must be able to know the nuts and bolts of basic operation of any business. Is it not? So, while going about learning that task, you have to, what is that you need? You need education? You need training? Do you need knowledge? What is that makes a successful businessman? I think what you need is aptitude. Aptitude for a business is most important, more important than anything else. Unless you have the aptitude to carry in a particular business, you cannot be a successful businessman or businesswoman. Do you agree or not? So, because you have not joined MBA because of parents' pressure, or because your classmates have joined, or because somebody said you will get a good job, without having an aptitude for management, joining an MBA course or MBA college, however great it may be, is pointless. Your interest may be elsewhere. You may be sitting inside a college to which we are not suited. Can you remember? You see, because of any leader is always a good reader. Leaders must always be readers. If you know history, if you have read the biographies of successful men and women, you will know. Do you know Albert Einstein was a very average student in college? Even our Ramanujan was very weak at other subjects except mathematics. But they have become very good scientists and mathematicians because they pursued their interest with all intensity as if their life depended on it. That is what made them great. You know the story of cat and mouse. Inside a closed room, one cat was chasing a mouse. That mouse was running here and there, everywhere. It was running so fast, the cat could not get hold of that rat. Finally, the mouse got inside a very small hole in the floor of the room, and this cat could not get through that hole. Finally, this cat gave up the chase, but asked that mouse, how are you able to run so fast? I have never allowed myself to lose any mouse that I chased. Then the mouse replied to the cat, you are running for your meal, I am running for my life. So whatever you do, you should do it as if your life depends on it. Then only in such a case you can become a successful leader. Book knowledge, knowledge of history, and your passion. You must be very, very, very passionate in pursuance of your field of interest. Unless you do that, you cannot be a successful businessman. Please remember that. And reading books. Don't do anything because somebody suggested it or because somebody else has been successful in that. I too will become successful by pursuing the same line. Don't assume things. Assume. You know the spelling of assume? A-S-S-U-M-E. You can divide it. A-S-S-1, U-1, me. Any assumption makes an ass of you and me. So don't assume things. Only when your heart tells you, let your heart guide your mind. Only then you can be a successful person. And leadership also involves some more characteristics. A leader is always known by his followers. One of the greatest leaders in India was Mahatma Gandhi. Do you know have you read his biography? My Experiments with Truth. It is a very cheap book. It comes for 30 rupees and on book festivals it is also given a 10% discount, 27 rupees. But it is a very, very worthwhile book. How many of you have read it? Please go through that. Mahatma Gandhi's life is a very instructive life, and in that, in 1921-22, when there was a non-cooperation movement, he called off that movement because of the Chauri Chaura police station incident. Have you seen the film Gandhi? Do you remember that scene? Chauri Chaura. Chauri Chaura, in that police station, some of them 10 or 15 police constables, less than 10 I think, less than 10 police constables were locked inside the police station. The police station was burnt down. All the police personnel inside the station were dead. Mahatma Gandhi was very wild. He expected the agitation to be very peaceful, non-violent agitation. When this incident occurred, he called off the entire agitation all over the country. He gave that call from his Sabarmati ashram. Nehru, Patel, Jinnah, all of them were very much surprised. No, sir, that was only a very minor incident that cannot, now the entire nation is in a big movement is there, electrified movement is there, we cannot call it off now, they said, they told Mahatma. But Mahatma was very adamant. He called off that agitation and started again after some time. You know what he said? Our Indians are not mature enough to face the English people. Because the police constables, they were also Indian constables, they were not British subjects. Because it was a job they were performing in the police station. He simply disowned any responsibility for violent incidents. So that was the kind of leadership, and he had complete trust in the Indian public. His other subordinates like Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Patel, Jinnah, Rajagopalachari, everybody were not so confident as Gandhi was confident. So that is the kind of leadership we expect from a business manager also nowadays. I am not suggesting that you two should launch into an agitation or anything, but you should know your subordinates, what kind of team you are working with. That is very important. You should have confidence in your team, and in turn, the team also must have confidence in the manager. That is more important. The manager, when he expects something to be done, it should be done. He cannot have doubts. And when the followers, the team members also should know that their manager makes talk sense. When he instructs them anything, he is giving them a correct direction. That is the kind of knowledge the followers also must be able to have. That is what is required. So, I think I am given a time of only 15 to 20 minutes. Are there any questions from you? Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.